The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Hines. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Switch. Blue dog workers. Odds. Double up. Mike's 47. Too little, Captain. Bravo. 37 to Mike, boys. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Shift, shift. Alert flare, flare, flare. Out, yep. Out.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go now. 50, clear, go. 53's the Mike, 53, check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike, 53. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Let's go.
Third and 13.
Throwing on third and long. Love. He's got it to Hilton. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Here we go.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 13. Check 13. Check nickel. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Watch twist. H3, 218. Chopper.
On second down now, it's Hines looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Off the play fake. Love. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Lock in the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at the 20. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Block to throw for it on 4th. This is the tight end Fant. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go one more.
Here's Hines. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, Love. And the catch made by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 44 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check three. 64, get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy. 47, my 7. Let's go.
Play action. Love rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now it's Lindsey. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They look to throw. It's Locke. This is caught by Jackson. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Locke's going to sneak it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give to Collins. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Alert 3, alert 3. Echo. Ready.
Off the play fake. Love. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Down. 30 pace. Let's go. Check right. Check. Delta.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Love. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let's go.
Here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Block will try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Recon, 132 fight. Come on, switch it.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check.
They run again with Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down and 4. Lock. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on football.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
53, check 53. Scene 6. Check, lucky. Mike, 53, Mike. Watch the run. Protein spill. Charlie. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On 1st and 10, Love. Campbell making the catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
80 weapon. Undercross. You're out.
They run with Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Matchbox, right.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
This is Hines. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
I'm coming on, flag.
Off play action. Love. That one into the hands of Kane. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Locke now on 1st down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes goes down. Ashawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a carry for Lindsey. Well, that run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Kill, kill, kill. H3, 218. Chopper, chopper. Buzz. Ready.
On 1st down, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, watch the ball. Show it up. Show it up. Watch the safety. Ready, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We go. 70, Indy.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Clock now to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Block again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rock going to throw. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw it is locked. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Ready. March 47. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I know you
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's